What's going on, guys? Scrambling for units coming at you live from corporate headquarters on this Tuesday afternoon. I announced on Twitter earlier today I was going to start a player spotlight series on my YouTube channel. So here's the first one. We selected Aaron Rai for the first one and kind of did that on purpose. We want to set the tone that we're not going to be profiling Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy every week. We want to get dirty on this channel and in this series, and that's why we landed on Aaron Rai this week. As you can see from the slide here, he's coming in at 85th right now in the FedEx Cup standings. Top 70 get into the playoffs. I know we're early to be talking playoffs, but it's events like these that Aaron's going to have an opportunity to get in the mix. How he stays in the mix is another series, but getting there is one thing. And a course like Colonial fits Aaron really well in his skill set. So I'd expect him to be ready to go this week, and we want to track him closely, which is why we selected him as our first player spotlight. You look down at the slide here in the middle, his data golf player profile. He's an accurate driver. He's a killer with his approach, with his irons, and he's below average on and around the greens. And my numbers tell me it's a little worse than below average on and around the greens, which is going to be an issue this week and every week. But the bigger issue for Aaron as a player is his driving distance, right? He ranks about 98th over the last 6 months in driving distance, and that number will kind of not allow you to win most weeks, not allow you to compete most weeks when you go to these monster courses. So when you come to a track like Colonial, Aaron Rai needs to bring his game. He's familiar with Texas golf. It's some of my inputs into my model. One of his top tens this year is in the state of Texas. So we think there's a lot of things that are going Aaron's way for him to be relevant this week and make the cut and maybe push for a big time placement for him. You see his 3 year, 1 year, 3 month, and last 12 round stat table there. Look, he's a consistent player. He's a tee to green wizard. He's a ball striker. He's deadly with his irons. He's going to have to rely on that this week, and he straight up sucks with the putter, but the putter has a lot of variance, and if he can putt close to even against this field, I think Aaron will be there in the top 20 and maybe better as we get into the weekend. Um, as we go down into our card for this week, which is always available on Twitter at Scrambling4U there up in the top right bottom left corner. Aaron Rai, not littered all over this card, right? We have some change on him in the outright market, but really he's part of a backbone of the card in this make pot parlay. If we can cash those 2 units Friday night, we're going to have some equity to go and chase some other matchups or bolster our equity on players like Aaron Rai going into the weekend. So a lot to be excited about here. We're going to track Rai closely. We're going to throw out little short videos updating his progress throughout the week. And we're going to see how we can do this week as we buckle up and try to cash an outright here at the Charles Schwab, folks. Thanks for listening.